Hello everybody, Iain Robson here from another edition of Minecraft Tech World 2. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. I have to be careful because I have to think this is Minecraft, not Farming Simulator, but I do Farming Simulator like that so often. Anyhow, let me show what I did. A couple of things off camera, nothing too crazy. I just planted a couple trees right here because I got tired of running around to find trees. I want one piece of dirt. I want one piece of dirt just to make that look a bit better. Anyways, so I planted a couple trees right over here just to make it easier so I don't have to go all over the place like I was saying in order to get some wood. So I planted some spruce saplings here. As you can see, I got one spruce tree. Do I have an axe on me? Oh, I do. One spruce tree here ready. He's ready to go, which is excellent. But it dawned on me that I'm living in a hovel and I really don't want to live in a hovel anymore. So I want to take care of that right now. So let's go ahead and deal with that. Alright, so can we sleep yet? Yes, we can. Good, let's sleep first then. Alright. So what I want to do is I want to make some semblance of a house. So what I need for this is a redstone torch, and I think I need one more piece of glass. One more piece of glass. There we go. And I need one more piece of glass. It's not what I need. Alright. Now I need to look it up. I thought it was just that. What I'm looking to make is something to help me build. Oh, maybe it's not even in this pack. Oh no, there it is. Oh, it's just a torch. It's just a torch. There we go. Anyways, I'm looking to make the building guide. So this will give me a good idea as to how big a building I want to build. I just want to make something to start us off right here. I just want to walk out of my door every single time and be like, I'm afraid. So essentially, like, I walk out here and I'm like, oh, I'm afraid of where I'm going to be. So let's place this down here. And let's put it into... So this actually, what we're doing here is actually making it bigger by clicking on that side. This will make it smaller. So right now it's an 8 by 8. And we want it to be in cuboid mode. So cuboid mode, let me just pop outside here. You'll be able to see it a bit better. Gives me an idea of how big a house it's going to be. So as you can see, that's what it would look like right there. And we want to go just a bit further out here. So let's go out a little bit further for the time being. I think it would be this side. Yes. So it would be 10 by 9 by 8. So let's make it a... Let's just check to see what that size looks like. This gives us a pretty good idea of what it's like. Oh, it's way too big. I don't want that big. But this will give us a good idea of how big a size a house to build. Because it does. Let's make it... Oh, that's just too funny. Let's just see what this size looks like here. 9 by 9 by 9. I think that's what Direwolf actually makes, strangely enough. Is that going to be the nice size? Actually, it's going to be pretty near perfect. It's a really good size. Anyways, so that'll give us a good guidance. That'll be our starting building, I think. And what I'll do is I think I'll move it forward 1. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. So grab the building guide, move it forward just 1 right there. And now I need to change the mode again. Yes. Alright. Cylinder, cuboid mode. What's it in? 9 by 8. So let's walk around here. And, oh, I want to go to the other side, I guess. We want to try and make it a nice size. Let's move this out of the way. And the way you do this is, if you want to switch the mode, you just crouch. So for me, it's not shift. Everyone's like, just hit shift. It's not shift for me. That's why I never say shift. So crouch down, and you just hit the side. So this is a 10, so that's will make it 8. This will make it 9. So you hit each side. So as you can see, this will make it a bit bigger on that side. Hitting on this side will make it a bit smaller. So there's a 9 by 9 by 9. Let's see how that looks. That needs to come forward 1 more, it looks like. Just to get at the right dimensions. I'm terrible at building things. Cylinder, cuboid, whoops. Alright, I need to go slow, because apparently if I hit this too fast, there we go. And let's make that just a little bit bigger. And this side, oops. There we go. Hit it on the top, there we go. 9 by 9 by 9. I don't care about the roof right now, but there we go. That's a good little size right there. And as you can see, I have my I'm going to make it out of limestone because I happen to have a lot of limestone right now. I'm going to make it out of limestone. So what I'm going to do is going to make it into limestone bricks. Just because, like I said, I do have a lot of limestone on me for whatever reason. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. This should give us a good starting point. I'm just going to make the base out of this for the time being. And we'll probably add on to it later on. But for now, it's going to go with a little bit of limestone. And I'll change parts as we go along. Alright, let me move some stuff around in my inventory. That'll make my life a bit easier. There we go. And also this will allow us to, know how much space we actually have for different things and whatnot. If we want to build out, because I realized we were getting kind of cramped already in the area we were. Unfortunately, so it did make it a little bit more annoying than I wanted it to be, but well, this is the way things go. This is actually a bit bigger than what Direwolf does, I think. He doesn't do a 9x9 quite this size. I think he does something just a wee bit bigger. Is that how big we're going to go? We're going to go... it's huge. Now that I'm in here, this is pretty enormous. Look at this. Maybe I don't need it quite so large. Maybe... this will be a good starting point, I guess. We'll go from here. See what happens. Anyhow, so we do need to make... I'm just going to make this house out of limestone. Just make the outside line of it. Just so I have an idea. So I know what we're dealing with when we actually go out to build some things. Because if we stick to what we're doing right now, we're definitely going to run into problems really quickly. And this is going to give us a good indication. Anyways, you've seen me place blocks already. So I'm going to pause the episode here for a sec. And then once I have all the limestone down... I will come back. Alright, see you in a second. And we're back. So as you can see, I have a good portion of this done. I still haven't finished all of it yet. I'm doing it manually for whatever reason, but it gives me a good idea of the size of the room. And this is what I've chosen for the floor so far. Just a spruce wood, because we happen to have spruce wood really close to us. And I wonder if these guys have dropped any saplings. They have. Excellent. So this little farm came into play quite nicely, as you can see. I have one extra one. Sure, that's good. So as you can see, this is what it looks like from the outside. Nothing too crazy. Should probably fill in these holes here that I made around the outside. Yeah, this is what it looks like so far. Nothing amazing, but for me, it's actually pretty fancy. So, limestone cube with a nice spruce wood floor. I'll get it done eventually. I'm not too worried about it right now, but this just opens it up a little bit. This way I don't have to constantly worry about creepers all the time either, so it adds that nice little bit there. And as you can see, my pick is almost fully used up, so I'm just gonna leave this as a doorway. I don't like the way that looked for whatever reason. Kind of says, hey, this is the doorway. Anyways, I'll get back the rest of it eventually, but for now, that's where I'm going to leave it in terms of just that. I'll do it probably off camera, of course, between maybe this episode and the next. We'll see what happens. But that gives you a good idea of what it looks like. I like it. I like the limestone. I didn't realize how nice it actually looked. I had to go mining for more, because I definitely did not have enough just laying around, unfortunately, so I had to go and find a whole bunch of extra limestone. Actually, luckily though, it's pretty close. Where's pretty close? There's lots of it around in this particular pack, which is nice. So, anyways, so that's one of the things we're gonna go do. Is what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and I guess we could probably move these machines into a more appropriate place for the time being. So let's just disconnect all of this, disconnect that, and we will probably find a nice little place for it. Could put it just along the front right here, or how about along the side? Yeah, along the side seems like a better choice. Alright, well, I can wrench that. I don't think I've ever wrenched those before. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Alright, so let's pick this up. It has apparently a few things in it. So let's place these two down at a nice location, just to make it a bit nicer. Pulverizer, let's put it right here, and then what we'll do is we'll put the induction smelter right there, And, or we could move them around. And the redstone furnace. Oh, well, I guess we should do it this way. Put this there, that, and then we will have, I think, the induction smelter right there. Put our 2 hoppers right there and there. And we'll just adjust those later on. That should be good. Anyways, now we have these iron chests and chests just sitting around doing nothing now, which is going to create a bit of a problem for us, as I'm sure you're aware already. So we're going to have to deal with this somehow, and there is actually a way we can deal with this. So let's take a quick look at how we can take care of this. So in this pack, there's a nice little thing called a dolly, which is made with a little bit of iron and a little bit of wood. So we have the iron, which is over here, like so. And do we have any wood? Any wood at all? Just one. Wow, we really don't have any wood. That is funny. Not a single plank of wood. Alright, so let's go cut down another tree. Is any of them grown? No, of course not. That is always the case. Actually, do we have any bones? Because then we could just use a little bone meal. Do we have any bones? No. No bones at all. Guess I haven't gone and killed any... Or, yeah, I guess I haven't gotten any bone meal from any of the... Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, so here's another thing we can do then while we're waiting for that. We don't have any planks of wood, but let's take a look at... where is it here? Watering can. So this is something you can make just like so. Pretty easy stuff. A little bit of smelted stone, which we have right here. And let's go ahead. Whoops. So it was this, like so, and it used a wooden bowl, of course, which you make with 3 planks of wood, which we don't have wood, which is the reason why I'm making the bowl in the first place, but that is always the way it goes. So we'll sleep for a second here, and hopefully things will be ready to go. Hopefully a tree has grown. I could go... No, not yet. Alright, that's fine. So we can make the watering can too, which is a nice little piece of machinery, which allows us to... That's wool. It allows us to grow things a little bit faster. So while we're waiting for that to happen, let's go ahead and place these things down. Fluid transposer, like so. Induction smelter, like so. These guys we want to accept from the top, and I suppose these need to be repositioned now. Oh, I know what's happened. I've wrenched them. There we go. Anyway, so we can put our stuff back there as needed. Any trees grown yet? There we go, finally. Needed wood for everything, apparently. Anyway, so let's go grab this tree right here. There should be more than enough just from this one tree in order to make what I want to make. And need to hop up one more. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take care of this problem, I think, in the next episode, because I don't think we have the materials yet to do it. But let's go ahead and get this. So we need a plank of wood. So let's just do that. Apparently I have no space left in my inventory. That's fine. So, do we have another? Let's put this there then. We need another one of these. Oops. So let's put this there. And what we're going to do is going to make a bowl first of all, like so. And what we need to do is take the bowl, put it right here, and now we have a watering can. Now the cool thing about these watering cans is that it will allow us to, let's go grab some water first of all, like so. And now you can water your trees if you would like to. So this, what this does is I believe what they call it is forces a tick update. So it will grow things around it. It should make this tree grow faster. I'm not sure about that. I've never tried it on trees specifically, but it should work on trees. I know it definitely works on wheat, which we have a whole bunch already ready to go. We can't grab any of it, of course, because all of our inventory is full. So let's just toss some of that out. We'll pick it up in a second. This is what happens when you have too much of something. Alright, so let's go ahead and plant this right down here, like so. Excellent. Now we can grab the rest of these seeds and the rest of the wheat, which is just laying around right here. And I think I will have to go looking for some stuff in order to fix this issue. Anyway, so here's what it looks like. So you put a little bit of this on your crops and it'll automatically, see how that is growing a little bit? Just around there, it went up a little tick. So what I think they believe what they call is it forces a tick update. So it's like it forces it to grow, essentially. And you can make your stuff grow a little bit faster that way. It is not necessarily the most efficient route, however, it does work. Anyhow, let's go ahead and deal with this issue of the dolly. So let's just make a dolly like that. Perfect. And let's get rid of it. Get rid of this extra stone I'm not using. There we go. Everything is just chilling out with the stone. Alright, so how do you work with this dolly? So, what you do is pick it up like that. Put it there like that. That's all it is. And it does use up a little bit of durability, I believe. Oh, this one doesn't actually. Oh, well, there you go. And this is my iron chest with all the other stuff. As you can see, you do get mining fatigue with it, and you do get slowness, but that allows you to move stuff around without having to destroy the chest all over the place. So there you go. That's how you can move those things really easily, which is really nice. Makes our lives a lot easier. So I'm just going to put this back in here, and that's the redstone furnace. Hook that up, pulverized gold. And we do need to hook back up our power source here, so let's go ahead and do that. And I was kind of thinking about this, and do we have, how much? We don't have very much redstone, but let's see if we can do this. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can make an energy cell, because we're just kind of like keeping the energy for the time being and not really using it at all. Redstone energy cell, where are you? Alright, blocks. We actually need a little bit more redstone, so we don't have enough at the moment, unfortunately. Let's go pick up that stuff we just left over here, because, you know, it's not a server, it's just our game, but I don't like leaving stuff just hanging about. As you can see, I picked up a little bit more sand right down there. That's why there's a big hole in the ground. That's it, I think. Good. But what we're going to do is we're going to deal with this tree issue, I think, fairly soon. Let's see what it's going to take to build what I'm thinking about building here. Let's move this out of the way, because this is kind of right in the middle of things. That's not going to do what I want it to do. I don't know where you have to place these. I think it's in front of it. No, maybe it's, I don't know. Diagonally apparently is what works. Maybe it's because it's a, let's just try this. No, it's probably because it's not in the, not beside it. I don't know, maybe it doesn't work with the iron chest, maybe it only works with the other chests, but I thought maybe it would work, but what I'm thinking of is if I put it down, see how this has access to this right here? I just wasn't sure. Ah well. So, what we need to do is, we're going to leave this here for the time being, and I guess we need to go look for a little bit of redstone. So we actually don't need very much. So let's just put our wheat in there, and do we have enough to make a, actually, let's grab these, because we can make a a barrel, which will help us with our cobblestone issue. We're also going to end up with a whole whack of cobblestone. Where's a good place for this? I don't know. Let's put it just over here for the time being. And let's grab a cobblestone. You just right click twice and it'll deposit all the cobblestone you have in your inventory in there, which is a really nice feature. And the cool thing is you can actually use the dolly to move that as well. I should be able to, at least, maybe because it's not on the ground. Well, maybe not those ones, I guess. Maybe it's only the other ones. There's two kinds of barrels here. There's this one we just used, and there's also these Jabba barrels right here. And these are the ones I know you can move with those. Maybe it's because it's not on the ground, but for now, that's fine. It's out of my way, which is the whole idea behind it, which is good. What do we have here? Let's get rid of some of the stuff that's in your inventory. We don't need the iron, we don't need that. we do need to deal with, let me just do this here. There we go. Alright, we do need to deal with a couple other random things, so let's take a look at dealing with those. So let's get rid of, I'm going to keep those, we don't need this. We don't need the aqueous accumulator right now, although we will need it soon. Let's put it right here, I think, and we'll be able to put things around that. And what we can do is we can put the steam dynamo on top of that, and if we put, I guess it really doesn't make a difference how we do it, but we can put it the way, any way we want to. So let's hook that up there, just like that. Excellent, sweet. So that'll allow us to do that, and then what we'll do is we'll put the energy cell right here, and then we'll hook up the wiring underneath. So what will look like is just like that underneath, and it'll go all the way across there, like so. And what we're going to need to use is, of course, our axe, which will probably make our lives a lot more easier. So let's just hook this up and get it prepared. So there you go, just like that. Perfect. And then we can place back down our planks, and perfect. So we just need to grab a little bit more redstone, apparently. So let me go grab a little bit of redstone, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, and we're back. So we need to make our energy cell, our leadstone energy cell. So how do we do that? So we need a little bit of copper, and we have that, and a, what is this called? A redstone conductance coil. Alright, so what do we need to make that? We need electrum. And where am I here? We need electrum. And how do you make electrum? You make it with gold. And do I have any silver? Yes, I do have some silver. Alright, so we don't have any of this hooked up yet, but let's go ahead and do that because we are going to need some energy to make this real quick here. Let's just hook it up like so. And let's drop a little bit of coal in there. That should be good. Like so. Alright. And we can't make anything yet because there's not any water, so let's make sure we give it a little bit of water first. Oh goodness. And it helps if you use the right tool, as always. Alright, let's grab our bucket, which we don't have anymore because we used it to make something else with, of course. And let's go grab this. So let's make another bucket here. Let's make two, actually. That'll be good. And wow, it looks like it's night outside, so let's go ahead and sleep. And what we'll do is we'll get our steam dynamo running again, and that'll allow us to make a little bit of electrum, which we need in order to make our next piece of the puzzle. Alright, a little bit of water, there we go. And this will get our steam dynamo. We need to do this anyways, at any rate, so I'm not too worried about it. So let's go ahead and put one water there, and let's put the other water right here. There we go. And he should have water now, like he does. Excellent. So let's hook him up, give him a little bit of energy, and this should start powering our pieces of the puzzle right here. So what we need is our induction furnace. So we need to put, let's just take a quick little peek, leadstone, and we need electrum. So this, in order to make electrum, you need 1 silver and 1 gold dust. Just heard a enderman there. Alright, so 1 gold and 1 silver. And one of the really nice things about the induction furnace is it does allow you to do stuff like this, where you can, instead of having to macerate things all the time and do that kind of stuff, it'll allow you to just do what I did there and make that. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and make ourselves, we need the leadstone, so we need this, we need electrum, like so. And what's the next step? We need copper, and we need one of these, and you make this with lead, and we have lead somewhere over here. Let's grab the lead. Oops. Let's do that. So we need the redstone block. So we have just enough redstone to deal with that. Pretty close if you ask me. Alright, and let's do that. So we need that, and we need glass. Of course. Do we have any glass in here? We have a little tiny bit of glass. So let's go ahead and make a little bit of more. Let's say, I don't know, that seems like it's a good number of glass. Good amount of glass. Alright, so we need to do this. It's glass on the edge, lead in the corners, and we need 2 pieces of glass. Do we have 2 pieces of glass? No. We'll do this instead, apparently. That will probably work a bit faster. Alright, so we need to put this off into the right spot so it actually goes in here. Oops. Like so. 1 piece, 2 piece. Excellent. So let's do that. Now we have our leadstone energy cell frame, which will allow us to make our leadstone energy cell. And let's see if we can upgrade it to a hardened already. So we need Invar for this. We actually have a little bit of Invar, so it's 2 iron and 1 ferrous. So let's, what do we got here? 2 iron and 1 ferrous. Oh, it's electrum. I'm sure we have ferrous around here. There it is. Let's see. There we go. How much do we actually need for the hardened one? We need 4 pieces. Or we can do it this way. I guess that would have been easier probably. And we need 1 more. So let's do that. And 1, 2. There we go. And now I'll give us another 3 Invar, which will allow us to make the hardened energy cell. So Invar, like so. And now we have the hardened one. And you can upgrade these to a redstone if you want to, with electrum, lead, and a redstone conductance coil. But you need a frame, but you need to fill the frame. We don't have all the parts yet. So let's go ahead and hook this up in the appropriate place, like so. So I put an item rack up here. Let's grab that. And this allows us to store energy so we don't lose it all the time. And let's make sure we're up to the maximum amount of input. Let me think. What is it? Orange or blue is input. And let's grab some more coal here. I don't know. Let's just throw a stack in there. I'm sure I have coal laying around. Or half a stack. How about that? And that will fill up our... Or it should fill up our... what is it? Yellow, orange, blue. It should be in the keyword, of course, fill up this guy right here. But of course it's not for whatever reason, so let's see if we can't set this guy up the right way. There we go. Now he's accepting energy, and this will be the bottom, so this will be the one going out. So the reason why it probably wasn't accepting energy is because it was filling up these guys right here. There you go. Excellent. So we got our house kind of started. We need to deal the rest of that up there. We'll figure out. Maybe we'll put a second floor. I didn't realize how tall this would actually be in the end, but I like the size of it. It's a good size. Maybe we'll make a second floor going up there and put something up the top. Who knows? But for now, this seems like a pretty good size. So I think what I'll do is I'll wrap up the episode there for now, folks. My name is Iain Robson. This has been Tech World 2, Minecraft Tech World 2, and I will catch you guys later.